including testimony provided at this meeting. Any person who is not an applicant or agent that wishes to speak will need to fill out a speaker's card located at the side table by the door and turn them into the clerk. Each member of the public will be given 3 minutes to speak on each item. Please refrain from speaking from the audience, and applause or cheering will not be allowed. Please silence your phones. Can we have a roll call vote, please? Or a roll call, sorry.
John Mullen, Owen Curley,
Here.
Jeff Trular,
Here.
Jennifer Williams,
Here.
Matt Metz,
Here.
Laura Tierney.
Here.
Okay, next on our agenda is approval of minutes. We don't have any minutes to approve, so we're on to correspondence. Any correspondence? No correspondence, no old business. Can we call the first case, please?
Case number BOA 24-10051, applicant Stephanie Kiss, property address 211 South 30th Avenue. Motion to consider sections 34-336E1C2 for a corner side yard setback of 0 feet in lieu of 10 feet minimum, 34336E1E for 49% lot coverage in lieu of 35% maximum, for proposed attached pergola to address the current nonconformities to an existing single-family dwelling located at property address 211 South 35th Avenue.
Okay, as a reminder, each member of the public will be given 3 minutes to speak when we open the public hearing. Does any board member have any ex parte communication?
I've had none.
I've had none. I've had none.
I've had none.
And I've had none. Would the applicant please come forward to be sworn in and give their presentation?
What do we swear?
Right up here, sir.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please state your name and address.
Stephanie Kiss, 211 35th Avenue South.
Could you speak into the microphone, please, because we're going to...
My name is Stephanie Kiss. My address is 211 35th Avenue South.
Thank you. Sir.
I'm Justin McCullers. I am the contractor for this job, Impact Enclosures.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead then, or sir.
This is my first time doing this, but I'm appealing to you for the ability to put a pergola up on my property. My backyard area is a inconsistent type of shape, and so for that reason, I'm looking to get this permit in order to put the pergola up in a way that has it's a bit closer to the fence than normally, or to the property line than normal.
A question, this house was built in 2018, is that correct? Am I right?
That's correct.
What is the current nonconformities to the house that's only 6 years old? I'm trying to understand that.
Yes, go ahead.
But it says current nonconformities. I thought there's nonconformities too. Does that
Block
include
coverage. Block coverage.
what current?
They had a prior variance of 45%
Sad, that's-
coverage. But it looks like they were sitting at 49%. That was
That's-
something I was curious
That's
about.
my question, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you were approved for 45 and the house, I assume built, it came out 49, that's crazy
It's-
non-conforming.
Mhm.
It's actually 51.2.
That's what they're asking, right?
No, they're asking for 49.
Oh, okay, here, okay.
Sorry. We're, maybe, I think the question to you then is, you're currently at 51.2% lot coverage, and you're coming down to 49%, correct?
I don't believe that to be the case.
Okay. Is it your intention then to remove some of the paver walkway near the pool equipment?
I think on the backside, when I've gone over there, we just did the math on it. I'm not saying that it's 100% correct. What I am saying though is that there was a little bit of inconsistencies with what I saw on the plot survey compared to what I saw in person. There was an area in the back, and I may be misremembering this because I look at a lot of plot surveys, but I believe that there's one on the back of the house where it shows that there's a paver walkway on the back side, kind of by some of the pool equipment and things like that. What I mean by backside, yeah, and that's no longer there now. It looks like it's just like crushed shells and stuff like that. So that's where we got the discrepancy on the lot coverage when we did the math ourselves. So it could be a little bit more than that, but that's what it appeared to me when we did the math. And you just said that they don't have that paver side on the back.
So when you did the math, what lot coverage did you come up with?
That 49%, I believe,
Okay.
if I'm remembering correctly.
But saying you're okay with 49, if you grant 49, you come back and finish it at 51, there's gonna be another problem. That's what we're trying to prevent.
I'm fine with that 49. We're not adding anything extra to where the coverage is. We're just going over top of, I mean,
Existing, okay.
yeah, and ours, water will go through it, you know, it's, you know, it's an open purpose.
Yep.
Okay, are there any other questions?
You spoken to any of your neighbors? And
Yes, my next door neighbor behind my fence, yes, and they're open, aligned to it as well.
okay, great, thank you.
Do you know the distance from the road that easement is to where the pergola would be? I can see that you're at the property line with the pergola, but the easement, how far off of the road is that?
It seems pretty far. I know that I'm just saying it seems pretty far. I'm not giving you guys an exact, but in there's a fence right there, right? So it's inside the fence.
Yes.
It doesn't, I know that this is really subjective, but visually, it doesn't seem like it would be out of place. It doesn't seem like it would encroach anything. Again, I know you guys have these for a reason, but maybe you can see it up there. It looks like it's, like where that line right there, sorry, on the plot survey, that line right there is where a fence goes
Correct.
along that area, and then it would be that distance from there to there. I think there's even still a little bit of like the ditch and stuff like that past.
Yes, between the far right border and the street is, I'm bad at guesstimating, but I'm gonna guesstimate maybe 7 or 8 feet. More than that, yeah.
I mean, just looking at that, it looks like it's probably, if that up there, I can't see it that well right here, but that's up in the center right there. Can you guys read that one on the very, I guess it's the side yard from the pool to the back of the fence? That number, well, if that says 10 feet, from there, it's gotta be at least 10, but I would think more like 15, 12 to 15, if that's 10 on the side of the motorized pergola.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, ma'am, sir, can you step back, please? Okay, I'll now open the public hearing. Do we have any speakers cards?
No.
Okay, is there anyone in the audience who has not filled out a speaker's card that wishes to speak? Okay, I will now close the public hearing and bring the item back to the board for discussion. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve BOA 24-10051 based on testimony and evidence provided. The request is met all standards for variance as outlined in section 34-286 of the Land Development Code.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
They spoke to neighbors. I mean, I was a little concerned about the side yard, even though it's the front of the house, which kind of throws me, but I think they're okay.
It's a small lot, it's gonna be 2940 square feet at 49%, which is still less than the 3,500 that would be on a standard lot. So,
I agree with the lot coverage, just that, the zero lot on the sides, right?
yeah, no, I agree with that as well.
I had a question about the lot coverage, and it appears that the 49% is the minimum lot coverage. So I'm comfortable with that. Any other discussion?
Undersized lot, awkwardly shaped.
Okay, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Jeff Trular,
Yes.
Jennifer Williams.
Yes.
Matt Metz,
Yes.
Laura Tierney,
Yes.
Owen Curley.
Yes. Your request for a variance has been approved.
Thank you.
Can we call the next business?
Case on BOA 24-100070, applicant Robert Bachman, property address 0 North 13th Street South. Motion to consider sections 3-4, sorry, there's no size, apologies. Section 34337E1C3 for rear yard setback of 20 feet in lieu of 30 feet minimum. 34337E1E for 45% lot coverage in lieu of 35% maximum. For construction new single-family dwelling, existing vacant lot of record, describes the property address as 0 13th Street North.
Okay, as a reminder, each member of the public will be given 3 minutes to speak when we open the public hearing. Does any board member have any ex parte communication?
I've had none.
Had none?
I've had none.
I've had none.
And I've had none. Would the applicant please come forward to be sworn in and give their presentation?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name and address.
My name is Robert Bachman. Address is 49 Oakwood Road, Jacksonville Beach, Florida, 32250. Thank you.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, my partner and I purchased these 2 lots that you see. First one in question, I think we're going to be reviewing both today. The first one in question here is Lot 2, Block 6. And again, what we are requesting is to allow us to encroach on that rear setback by an additional, excuse me, an additional 10 feet and to raise the lot coverage allowance from 35% to 45%, to allow us to build a model home that we have actually built about 10 houses down on the same street.
Okay, does any board members have any questions for the applicant?
No, I see you put the patio in the back and you're gonna stay with crushed stone, so I think you put strips in and minimize that as well in the front.
And we've actually, since we've applied for this, we've adjusted that rear a little bit. Instead of doing a rear crushed stone patio, we're gonna remove that completely, and we're gonna take some of the covered area inside and turn it into a rear patio. It doesn't change the plot plan whatsoever. It'll fall within to cover the nine, it'll fall within the conditioned space. So we're deducting conditioned space to add a covered lanai to the existing building pad. Again, we built these 2 down the road. We have the crushed stone patios in the back, and it's probably too much information. They just didn't finish out properly, so we removed them.
That's what I was kind of getting at, thank you for
Yeah.
that consideration, because we'll eventually probably down the road be pavers or something else.
Yeah, so we just took them out completely. Yeah.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, sir, you can step back. I'll now open the public hearing. Do we have any speakers cards?
No, we do not.
Is there anyone in the audience who has not filled out a speaker's card that wishes to speak? Okay, if not, I will now close the public hearing and bring the item back to the board for discussion. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve BOA 24-10070, based on testimony and evidence provided, requesting that all standards for variances outlined in 34-286 of the Land Development Code.
Second.
Okay, so moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I think it's commendable that they thought about that question. Paver, so.
Yep, I think we have a substandard lot, not a huge grab. I think they're doing their best to keep the lot coverage down. Okay, any other comments? Do we have a roll call vote, please?
Jeff Trular,
Yes?
Jennifer Williams.
Yes.
Matt Metz,
Yes.
Laura Tierney,
Yes.
Owen Curley.
Yes. Okay, sir, your request for variance has been approved, but you're not done yet.
Yes.
Okay, can we read the next one?
Case number BOA 24-10071, applicant Robert Bachman. Property address 013th Street North. Motion to consider sections 34337E1C3 for rear yard setback of 20 feet in lieu of 30 feet minimum, 34337E1E for 45% lot coverage in lieu of 35% maximum for construction of a new single-family dwelling in existing vacant lot of record located at property address 013th Street North.
Okay, as a reminder, each member of the public will be given 3 minutes to speak when we open the public hearing. Does any board member have any ex parte communication?
I've had none.
I've had none.
I've had none.
None.
And I've had none. Would the applicant please come forward and be sworn in and give their presentation?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name and address.
My name is Robert Bachman. Address is 49 Oakwood Road, Jacksonville Beach, Florida, 32250.
Okay, sir, go ahead.
Exact same scenario. This is the neighboring lot. This one, so again, if you could scroll up just a little bit more info that you probably don't need. One more, I'm sorry, scroll up to the map view. These lots were actually originally part of lot 23 that you see on San Pablo Circle. This was actually all one lot at one point before we purchased it. Some of the neighbors did have some concerns over the drainage, specifically lot 1288 on the backside. Mr. Rodney, who's, I don't believe he made it here tonight, just to kind of address some of the neighbors' concerns over drainage in that corner. We are going to be installing an underground culvert. If you could go back to the plot plan for this property. And I shouldn't call it a culvert, it's more of a collection, just a water collection box that'll be on the back corner of that property, kind of where all three of those properties meet, with a drainage pipe that runs to the front end of the street. Just to try to alleviate some of the neighbors' concerns that there has never been a house there and they think it's gonna start causing water issues under their lot. We've installed it on both sides of either house, just to, again, try to bring all the water from the back there back to the street.
Okay, does any board member have any questions for the applicant? Okay, sir, you can step back. I will now open the public hearing. Do we have any speakers cards?
No.
Okay, is there anyone in the audience who's not filled out a speaker's card that wishes to speak? Okay, seeing none, I'll now close the public hearing and bring the item back to the board for discussion. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve BOA 24-10071, based on testimony evidence provided, the request has met all the standards for variances outlined in 34286 of the Land Development Code.
Second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded. Any discussion? Obviously, we just addressed the same issue.
I'm glad you took the neighbors' comments into consideration.
Yeah, I think that's
That's
great.
great.
That's great. Okay, if there's no more discussion, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Jennifer Williams,
Yes.
Jeff Trular,
Yes.
Matt Metz,
Yes.
Laura Tierney,
Yes.
Owen Curley.
Yes. Okay, your request for variance has been approved. We can call the next case, please.
Case number BOA 24-10072, applicant Roberto and Judith Alvarado. Property address 462-464 First Street South. Motion to consider sections 34340E1C2 for side yard setback of 7 feet in lieu of 10 feet minimum. 34340E1F at 38% lot coverage in lieu of 35% maximum. Proposed attached elevator tower for multi-family structure located at property address 462-464 First Street South.
Okay, as a reminder, each member of the public will be given 3 minutes to speak when we open the public hearing. Does any board member have any ex parte communication?
I've had none.
I've had none? None.
I've had none.
And I've had none. Would the applicant please come forward to be sworn in and give their presentation?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name and address.
Judith Alvarado, 462-464 First Avenue, First Street South.
Will you all be speaking as well?
I will not be.
Roberto Alvarado, 462-464 First Street South, Jack's Beach.
Rob Zinn, 1466 Pine Grove Avenue, Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, go ahead and whoever's going to speak, please.
Yeah, the variance is being requested to.
Sorry, these microphones supposed to record it. Thank you. That's right.
The variance is being requested to account for proposed elevator and stair tower to create vertical accessibility to the second and third floors where an architect and my clients are intending to create their forever home. And the stair tower is just barely over the setback lines and does increase the lot coverage by a few percent over the stated maximums. And as I understand it, the lot is a non-conforming lot.
Is this staircase inside the elevator tower as well?
It goes around
I saw that.
the elevator itself, but the tower itself is enclosed.
Is there also going to be overhangs at the front that are going to change the footprint of the property?
There are overhangs that are part of the addition because it's sort of no overhangs now, so each roof has a slight overhang like that.
Okay, and that was calculated into the
As the
additional area,
Yes.
coverage area.
I don't know if it's relevant, is this remaining multifamily?
Yes.
I was trying to figure parking, I guess if we've got all parking covered, I just don't really identify the plan, so it's.
Do you know if anyone has spoken to any of the neighbors?
There's only one neighbor, I guess technically, is the alley, and I don't know if you've talked to them about there are any objections, but they seem to have good charges anyway, at least.
We have there's a condo across an alley that we wouldn't obscure anything with, there would be no meaningful change to their view. There's an Airbnb behind us, and then a park off to the right side, but there's no neighbors there at all.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, any other questions?
I see the parking, I'm sorry, I get the right slide, thank you.
No other questions?
No, I think it was.
Okay, can you folks please step back? Okay, I'll now open the public hearing. Do we have any speakers cards? Is there anyone in the audience who's not filled out a speaker's card that wishes to speak? Okay, seeing none, I'll now close the public hearing and bring the item back to the board for discussion. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve BOA 24-10072, based on testimony and evidence provided, the request has met the standards for a variance as outlined in 34286 of the Land Development Code. Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
It's a minimal, I mean, we're talking about 3 feet, 3%.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I agree. Non-conforming lot, and then you have just absolute minimums is what they're asking for.
I think they took into consideration everything else they want to do in the house and the plan as well.
Yep, I agree. Okay, any other discussion? Okay, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Jennifer Williams?
Yes.
Jeff Trular?
Yes.
Matt Metz?
Yes.
Laura Tierney?
Yes.
Owen Curley.
Yes. Your request for variance has been approved. Next.
Case number BOA 24-10074, applicant Robert Hancock, property address 1306 North 18th Avenue. Motion considered 34373E for a driveway setback of 3 feet below 5 feet minimum, proposed driveway to an existing single-family dwelling located at property address 1306 18th Avenue North.
Okay, as a reminder, each member of the public will be given 3 minutes to speak when we open the public hearing. Does any board member have any ex parte communication?
I've had none.
None?
I've had none.
And I've had none. Would the applicant please come forward to be sworn in and give their presentation?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name and address.
My voice is kind of gone, so. It's Robert Hancock, 1306 18th Avenue North, Jacks Beach.
Okay, sir, go ahead.
I'm just requesting an additional 2 foot from the property line to build the driveway. It is, again, a substandard size lot, and I have a tree on the opposite side. I can't really go that way unless you guys let me cut down a big oak tree.
We're not asking you to do that. Have you talked to your neighbors?
I have, and actually, every adjoining property has a 0 lot coverage driveway on my street.
Are you widening the existing driveway?
I am widening the existing driveway. Right now, it's only 8 foot. It's within the walls of a 1-car garage, so it's tire to tire from the grass to grass.
Sure.
And 2 teenage daughters don't really. It's like taking my yard and the neighbor's yard parking.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, sir, can you step back, please? I'll now open the public hearing. Do we have any speakers cards?
No, do not.
Okay, is there anyone in the audience who has not yet filled out a speaker's card that wishes to speak? Okay, seeing none, I'll now close the public hearing and bring the item back to the board for discussion. Is there a motion?
A motion to approve BOA 24-10074, based on testimony and evidence provided, the request is met. All the standards for a variance is outlined in 34286 of the Land Development Code.
Second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Reasonable, I'm glad he came to us to do the driveway properly instead of just dropping papers in, which we see quite often.
Yep. Not a very minimal request for an undersized lot. Okay, there's no,
Do I just go get a permit now, or?
no, you just wait a minute, sir. It's,
I'm gonna send you a result letter tomorrow, and then I'm coming with the result letter, and then I'll be able to get your permit.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Jeff Trular,
Yes.
Jennifer Williams.
Yes.
Matt Metz,
Yes.
Laura Tierney,
Yes.
Owen Curley.
Yes. Your request for a variance has been approved, sir.
I'll email it, and I'll also send you a physical copy of the letter. All you need to do is bring the letter in, and then I'll get your permit.
Okay, we call our next.
Next case, BOA 24-10075, applicant James Kinchin. Property address 1649 North 6th Avenue. Motion to consider sections 34336E1C1 for a front yard setback of 20 feet in lieu of 25 feet for a covered front porch for extended entry for an existing single-family dwelling located at property address 1649 North 6th Avenue.
Okay, as a reminder, each member of the public will be given 3 minutes to speak when we open the public hearing. Does any board member have any ex parte communication?
I've had none.
I've had none.
I've had none.
I've had none.
And I've had none. Would the applicant please come forward to be sworn in and give their presentation?
Will you be speaking as well? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name and address.
James Kinchin, 1649 6th Avenue North, Jacksonville Beach, Florida.
Paul Ashley, the contractor holding the current permit, and 469 19th Street North, Jax Beach.
Okay, sir, go ahead.
So we're asking for 20 inches, basically from what is existing right now. The way the landing steps are there to the front entrance door, I have a 20-inch step at the top that I'll have to stand on with groceries and unlock the door, blah, blah, blah. And we're trying to get it covered now, whereas in the past it wasn't, just due to rain and slipping. I've got 2 younger kids. I'm handicapped with an old motorcycle injury, so it's, walking's not my greatest feat there. That's what we're asking for.
Have you talked to your neighbors about this?
One, yes, the other one's an Airbnb and can't ever catch them.
What did the neighbor who's actually there say?
No issues whatsoever. I mean, he's over 60% lot coverage on his.
Okay, any questions for the applicant? Okay, sir, can you step back, please?
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, I'll now open the public hearing. Do we have any speakers cards?
No, we do not.
Is there anyone in the audience who has not filled out a speaker's card that wishes to speak? Seeing none, I will now close the public hearing and bring the item back to board for discussion. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve BOA 24-10075, based on testimony and evidence provided, the requested by all stands for variances outlined in 34-286 Land Development Code.
Second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Seems reasonable.
Here we have a non-conforming lot,
Yep.
very reasonable request, not a land grab, very minimal.
Great.
Any other discussion? Okay, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Jeff Trular,
Yes.
Jennifer Williams.
Yes.
Matt Metz,
Yes.
Laura Tierney,
Yes.
Owen Curley.
Yes. Your request for a variance has been approved, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, next on our list is the planning department report.
Next meeting is December 17th, and we have 4 items.
Okay. All right, and then next is the courtesy of the Florida visitors. Anyone? Anyone? Could include our law enforcement officials. Okay, all right. Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded. All in favor?